Hello again from FLA Live Arena in Sunrise. I'm George Richards of Florida Hockey Now. Joining me for the Panther Postgame, Steve Goldstein from Bally Sports Florida, CBS 4. Goldie, it's over. It's over. The Florida Panthers, their winning streak is gone. Their home winning streak is gone. The mystique is over. I don't know what to say. I'm done.
They're only 34-7 on home ice this year.
34-7.
Third most wins ever. But, it had to end sometime. And
Yep.
usually, it's funny, George, because back in 15-16 when the Panthers had that other 12-game winning streak, remember it ended in an overtime game. Now, last night, Saturday night, the Panthers won that game in overtime against Toronto. So back then it was a 13-game point streak when they lost the game in Vancouver. This time they won for a 13-game win streak. But that 14th game, we know what happened here against Tampa. Loss.
Sure.
The 14th game after the win streak back in 16 was the Sam Bennett hat trick against the Panthers in Calgary.
Right.
And it was a very similar game.
Absolutely.
You just, after a while, you just run out of juice. And you could see Huberdeau and Barkov. Besides that assist by Huberdeau, that was the only point the two of them had only
Correct.
4 times this year.
Barkey took 2 penalties today. When was the last time Barkov takes 2 penalties?
In my mind, those weren't even penalties.
Right.
But
He didn't think so
okay.
either.
Well, one of them may be a trip on Kucherov, the other one. But I agree with you. Only 4 times this year when Barkov and Huberdeau have been in the same game have they not gotten a point. Now, they did get 1, but clearly they didn't have the same juice. And, played a lot last night.
They put a lot of minutes in.
Yeah.
Obviously a shortened bench last night against Toronto. So tonight kind of paid the toll a little bit. Tampa Bay, though, playing very well. I mean, they've won their last 3. They've won 5 out of their past 6. They've blown out their past 3 opponents. We haven't even mentioned today's final. Florida loses 8-4 to the Lightning. So Tampa Bay, right now, by getting those 2 points, they are going to meet up with Toronto in the first round of the playoffs. That's done now. Nobody's going to catch Tampa Bay. I mean, they're going to be the 3 seed. Maybe they get the 2. We don't know. They don't have to. The Panthers don't have to worry about them right now.
And that's what we thought from the beginning, right, George?
Yeah,
we
did.
We thought Lightning, Leafs, and Panthers, top 3, try to win the division. We've been saying this since September training camp.
Absolutely.
Try to win
this division.
So you avoid one of those teams in the first round. That's what the Panthers were able to do. I'll tell you what, the Leafs and Maple Leafs, internally, George, they both think they can win the Stanley Cup.
They should.
In 9 and 12, in about 18 days, one of them's going to be home.
Right.
I mean, it's amazing.
It's amazing. And then you look at the second round. I mean, somebody really good's going to be going too. So these playoffs are going to be nuts. They're going to be intense, and they're going to be exciting. Who the Florida Panthers open up against. The next time we'll be here at FLA Live Arena in this beautiful press box with that box.
Well,
in
you
the
could have
back.
moved the camera. You didn't have to put the box right in between us. I mean, what kind of cameraman are you?
I didn't feel like moving.
Minor leaguer.
Whatever. Next time we're here in this beautiful arena with the gray wall and the electrical box that I've shocked myself with like 8 times.
We could have done it somewhere else.
I got a fork one time and poked it, and it hurts. So don't do it.
All you kids out there watching.
Electricity kills.
Yeah.
Panthers will be here for the playoffs. So game 1, we're thinking
you know what they told Ben Franklin back in the day?
I don't.
He goes, that'll never work. That's what they said to him. Here we are.
Ben Franklin. You're not getting that anywhere else, folks.
No.
Ben Franklin talk. Maybe in Philly. They might, the Philadelphia Flyers videocast might have it, not up there. Anyway, Panthers are going to start either on Monday, May the 2nd, or Tuesday, May the 3rd. I'm hearing May the 3rd, so that Tuesday night, we don't know who they'll play. Maybe Washington, maybe Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh lost today, right?
Yep.
They've only got 2 games left. It might be the Penguins, so we'll just have to wait and see. Tonight's game, Florida, they played okay. I didn't think they played poorly. The special teams killed them, and that happens against Tampa Bay. Florida found itself down 3-1. Was able to make it a 3-3 game early in the second period. Mason Marchment with another great goal. I mean, just that guy's drive is just unbelievable. He drives in, pops the puck up over what's his name?
That
Vassy guy, that Vasilevsky fella, puts it over his pad. It's 3-3. Florida Panthers looking pretty good in this game, and then it gets away from him again. Spencer Knight ends up getting pulled. Is that the first time we've seen Spencer Knight get pulled?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, if it's not, we're going way back to early in the year because he had been 9.
Maybe early in the year in New York or New Jersey or something, maybe. But I don't remember seeing Bob come off the bench.
Right.
So.
He had been 9-2-1, since coming up from AHL Charlotte and playing really well. And tonight just not his best. After Marchman scores that goal, special teams are really the story tonight. Panthers were on the power play, trying to grab the lead. And back comes, and it was a great shot by Paul between the legs. Then the other one, the fifth one, kind of rolls up on Knight. And, Tampa's just too good of a team to come back from multi-goal deficits.
You get 3-3, that's your chance. Yeah. Once you get down 5-3, you're kind of chasing it all over.
Especially when they didn't get the next one at 5-4.
So, we'll see, whatever. I mean, this game meant a little bit more probably to Tampa Bay. They did get skunked here the last time they were here before the new year. I believe it was, 9-3?
Yeah, and hadn't won a game against the Panthers in regulation, this season.
So they wanted to beat Florida in case if this is a second-round matchup, kind of put that little
in
their head, that little screwdriver.
Do you think that's what we're going to see? Panthers Lightning Part 2?
I think Tampa Bay is going to be really tough to beat. We can talk all day long about how many games they've played. They've still got the horses. They've still got the goalie. They've still got all those guys. I'm still not 100% sold on Toronto. We'll have to wait and see. If I'm going to bet right now, I'm taking Tampa in 6 over Toronto. Yeah. I just am.
Hard to argue that, especially when you look in net and you look the way Tampa's played this week. What is it, 22 goals in their last 3 games?
Against Toronto, Nashville, and Florida. Right. 3 teams in the playoffs. Not only that, but Nashville really needed that game, and they got beat pretty good last night.
Hedman, Kucherov, and Stamkos. I mean, you give them the power plays the Panthers gave tonight, it's lights out. I think they had, 13 or 14 points combined in this game.
Yeah.
They were outrageous. I mean, Kucherov.
9 power plays, I think, for Tampa Bay in this one.
And Kucherov, maybe 8, from that right circle, he opened the scoring, beating Knight. He put the game away with that 7th goal, which, it was 6-4 at the time. Beating Bobrovsky, would come in. He's just so tough on the Panthers, and Braden Point did a little damage tonight. So, those guys are Hall of Fame caliber players, George, and they're still, they've been through a lot. They played a lot of hockey. They've done a lot of winning, and they're just as good as they ever were. It's going to be, if it's the Battle of Florida again in the second round, it's going to be something else.
It's going to be a doozy. Let's not count those chickens before they.
Sure, tough series.
What they call it, hatching or something.
Yeah, don't count your chickens before you cross the road.
I never lived on a farm.
I thought it was cross the road.
Don't count your chickens before they cross the road.
Right.
Thank you, Goldie.
Right.
I always get those messed up, my analogies. Thank you guys for visiting us. Goldie, thanks for stopping by as always. We appreciate you here at Florida Hockey Now. Don't forget, hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. We are real close now to 1,000. I think we're in the final drive. We're going to have live shows after the playoffs. As long as we get to 1,000, we'll be doing these live from post games during the postseason. So, anywho, visit us at FloridaHockeyNow.com. Goldie, what's your Twitter? Where can people read you and all that?
At Goldie on Ice. And we've got the last 3 regular season games starting in Boston on Tuesday on Bally Sports, and the entire first round of the playoffs we will have on Bally Sports.
So that's great news. So all week we've got the 3 games on the road on Bally Sports Florida, and of course the first round of the playoffs, and then it goes all national, and you can send your letters to wherever you want to send them.
To you.
Them's the rules.
Hit you up on Twitter and complain about it. That's all.
Anywho, that'll do it for us from FLA Live Arena. Next time we see y'all from here, it'll be the postseason. For Stephen Goldstein, I'm George Richards. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, everybody. But Sunday night, you can't do that.
No, the weekend. Have a good week.
Have a good week.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye.